Alright guys, so here is the 341 Caymas powered by twin Mercury Verado 400s. I'm going to give you the good, the bad, the ugly, how I have my boat set up. I've had her for about a year now. She's been sitting a couple weeks, so forgive me if she's not totally clean. But, so getting in, obviously, fall down seat, no big deal, everyone's got that. This is my secondary live well. Primary live well. This just ended up being storage. I did not have it plumbed, but it could be a third live well. Obviously cooler, it retracts back in there. I always have it open so it doesn't get nasty in there. These undergunnel rod storages right here won't really hold anything over like 6 feet, maybe 6'6" tops. And if it's 6'6", the rods bend. I broke a tip off in there already. I just leave my sabikis in there, sabiki rods. Call it a day. But yeah, not the most useful thing in the world. Which jumping around. Same with here. You can't really store much in these. Undergunnel covered lockable rod storage. And not only that, that right there ended up breaking like within a month of having this boat. Yeah, so this is pretty much useless unless you just put in just 6-foot stand-up rods. I mean, you can't really fit anything in here, but it looks cool, I guess. Alright, back. Under here, 5-gallon bucket storage, pretty nice. Pull that up, you get your bilge access. Another thing, the setup down there in the bilge is not all that great. Your emergency bilges are way behind like the sea chest and everything back there. It's not a great design, not very easy to work on. This is just a fish box, not a huge deal. Perfect for like bottom fishing, snapper, grouper, stuff like that. But if you're going after like bigger wahoo or anything, you'll use the fish box up front. Swash down, pretty good, worked nice. Ended up, of course, bending a little bit, but she works. I keep my bat. Obviously, tackle storage, all that good stuff. All these rod holders were super nice. These rocket launchers, big fan of all that. Tuna door, I never used it, but it's there if you need it. It's a pretty convenient place. Switch your tanks over. I know some boats have them like down on the floorboard. I did like this, pretty convenient. Drawers, pretty standard, a lot of space in here. Probably organize that a little bit better, but you know, it is what it is. Hey. Oh, there we go, come on. There we go. Door, same old, nothing too crazy in here. So to the left right here, trash can, really nice, really like it. Opposite side, this is where I keep all my cleaning supplies, sort of. Another tackle station. Here, it's all your switches, cranking and house batteries. I'll show y'all where I keep my trolling motor batteries in a little bit. Yeah, the layout here is pretty good. No real complaints here. Got a nice deep glove compartment here. Needs to be cleaned out. Things get thrown in there when you're running and gunning. It happens. This up here, I love and hate. So much space. I mean, so much space, but I mean, you get something that rolls down there. Look, I can barely grab these. Yeah, I mean, you get something that rolls down there, you gotta climb up in here. Try not to break anything down here or step on all your upholstery here. And I like get in there. It's, once again, double-edged sword, right? Lots of good space, but also you don't want to have to climb up in there when you're out in, you know, 3-4 foot seas for something that you need. Because you put something here, you think it's good, you hit a big swell, you go flying forward. These right here, I just tightened them so that it's not going to wiggle, but they would come loose all the time. All the time. It's where the whole thing just moves. I mean, at least once a day when I was running, even if it's smooth out, this would come loose. Now we just always have to tighten it up. Once again, not a huge deal, but paying this much for a boat, I feel like could have done something a little bit cleaner and better right there. When you don't want your whole MFDs and all your controls coming loose on you while you're running. It's just kind of crazy. Up here, more great space. Radio there. These lights are ridiculous. I had 2 of them break like the week I took delivery of the boat. This one's about to break. It's just cheap. Definitely a con on this boat. I'm not real sure why they did that. All right, moving down into one of my favorite things about this boat is the head. I think Caymas has one of the best heads, hands down. And trust me, I look at a lot of boats. All of those drawers, I cannot tell you how valuable all those drawers are. You don't have to worry about bringing bags of stuff. You can literally put everything you need in here. I mean, all my sabikis and stuff, all different sizes, like throwing jigs, everything in there. I got bigger jigs, divers, all in here. I did have more chamois in here, drying stuff off. This is where I keep all my credentials and stuff like that. This is miscellaneous. I keep like bait knives and extra pliers and just random stuff in that drawer. This is just more trolling lures. I love to troll, so I love to bring lures. And this, just extra terminal tackle, pre-tied tackle, leader. Yeah, man, I mean, literally everything. And this is all just backup stuff. I mean, you have all the boxes up front with all your terminal tackle and all that stuff as well. So, I mean, I love this. Love being able to stick a few rods in here. That one right there, unless you have shorter than 6 foot rods, it rubs up here. So I noticed that pretty quick. I took it out. It is what it is, right? Behind here is just your amp. Nothing real crazy in there. Fighting belt, more stuff. This is where my trolling batteries go. I got 3 lithiums in there. The onboard charging breaker right there. Pretty easy to get these batteries out. So not too bad right there. Ignition switch on right there. You got a mirror if you want to check yourself. Sink. Then you just got your freshwater pump in there and stuff like that. I got my second or third first aid kit in there. Got first aid kits all over this boat. Squeegee. I like to keep everything clean. Or dry, I should say. This is a pretty cool little pedestal. I usually keep snacks there. I don't know why there's a random gator there, but whatever. Yeah, I love this head. This head is amazing. One of the best layouts. 10 out of 10 Caymas. Good job. One thing I will say about this latch and this whole door. It wiggles a lot. And this handle came off multiple times and it ended up chipping down here 2 different times. Yeah, this seal, just not very good at all. And it would just let water in. Not real sure where, but this would just all get soaked. If you're taking spray on your port side running, and you're taking spray on the side right here, whatever's down there will get soaked. So they need to tighten this up a little bit or reinforce this handle. I'm not real sure. But yeah. Major downfall. I've been stuck 70 miles offshore. This handle came off. We couldn't get into the head. Northern blew in. It was not a good time. So, all right, moving forward. These seats, pretty cool in design. You know, open bow, but you can fold these out if you want. I don't think we've ever used them, ever. But, you know, I don't really go to the sandbar. I mainly fish. It's just anchor storage. Nothing real crazy there. This is extra storage. This is where I would bring tackle bags or whatever. Got a crap ton of water in there right now, but yeah, I mean, so much storage on this boat. So much storage. Speaking of storage, that's where I keep my Type 1 life jackets, right there. Trolling motor. And where I keep the rest of my Type 1 life jackets, right here. I mean, perfect place for them. Cannot beat it. Front lounger, amazing in here. Trolling bag, lures, child's. Yeah, I mean, there's just so much room in here. You can just put so much stuff. One of the best things about this boat is definitely all the storage. I got all my big heavy weights in here for fishing and pumped just in case anything bad ever happens. I've learned to wear one of these if I ever go back out by myself in bad seas, because I had a couple scary experiences. Got lots and lots of space in here. Very impressed. You want to get mama, girlfriend, wife out lounging there, they're gonna love that. That pretty much wraps up the boat. And here's the big fish box if you want to see it. Had a lot of wahoo in there. Pretty big fish box. Not the biggest one on the market, but I mean, she'll do. Had this latch come off many times, and a few other latches on the boat I've had to keep up with. It's another thing I feel like from the factory that should have been a little bit more, you know, quality control checked. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, man. This trolling motor held up pretty good. You know, you get over 3 foot seas and she comes out of the water, starts cavitating, she shuts off. But no one really wants to be fishing over 3 or 4 foot seas when you're bottom fishing, right? Just put your trolling lures out and he'll catch you a wahoo instead. Cup holders. There's not many cup holders along here. So when you do have, you know, people out fishing, they got their weights, there's really not many places to put them. So wish that they would have put in more cup holders. I guess I could have done it after the fact, but I was already looking at getting a new boat, so I wasn't totally worried about it. Yeah, man, if y'all have any questions about this boat or how she ran, she runs phenomenal. You know, up to the 3 foot seas, I can still go 30, 35. You know, you start getting that occasional 4 or 5 footer, you're gonna slam pretty hard, and you got to back her down to about 20. But yeah, y'all got any questions about her? Feel free to leave it in the comments, message me. I'll be happy to answer them. She's overall a great boat. Just I'm looking for something a little bit more hardcore fishing. So y'all will be seeing what I got coming in probably the next video or two. Anyways, Caymas.